saa zingine tu relationship is about trust, so you just have to believe what he or she says. You just have to believe what he or she says. Hi guys, this is Mutoria, and you're watching Celebrity Dr. Love on Vibe 2. All right, on to our first client. I am checking out emotionally from my relationship, but my partner is still excited about us. There is tension between us. Like things are not okay, but I don't know how to initiate the conversation and address the issue. You know what I'll do? I think the easiest way to initiate that conversation is two things ziko kwa statement. I don't know venye mnaongeanga, but useme hizi vitu mbili. One, I need some time to figure out. I need some space kujielewa, juu hujajielewa bado. Two, actually hiyo iko enough. That's enough. And usikose kumwambia, cause if you don't, manze mta waste tu time, alafu mtaend up tu mmechukiana manze. So mwambie hivyo. Mwambie, hey, we need to talk. Actually, anza a conversation hivyo. Anza na we need to talk. So, kuna mtu mwingine pia ameuliza maswali hapa. How do you solve the issue of compatibility in a relationship? I'm attracted to my partner physically, but there is no connection. Wow. If there is no connection, I don't think you're supposed to be there. Sorry. You can't change that. Vibes, where's change vibes? Vibes ni vibes. Also, the views on this show, make a disclaimer, in case ni ruin relationship ya mtu. Hey, haya. Yani relationship ya mtu iko in my hands. Guys, this is a lot of responsibility. All right. My relationship is facing communication problems. Feels like my partner is not communicating to me, and this brings a lot of misunderstanding. This is something that a lot of relationships go through, and it's very important to communicate. And sadly, unfortunately, guys do not know how to communicate. So, inabidi tumelearn afterwards. I think society ndio inakuanga imetuambia manze unafaa kukua manze kichwa ngumu, usikue vulnerable. But if you're in a relationship, it's very important to communicate and for the other person to know, what you're feeling. Because haezi kusoma tu. So if it's a guy, kama ni boy manze, kuwa free, kuongea, kucommunicate chenye unafikiria. Usiogope kuonekana kawe ni simp. It's okay to simp. It's okay to be vulnerable. It actually makes you look cooler and sexier. Yeah. And if it's a girl, I don't know. What should I tell chicks about communication? I don't know much. Please communicate. It's important for the other person to know what you're thinking, what you're feeling at all times. Hey, unachukua relationship advice from mtu. Hana mtu. Okay, on to the second last question. Oh, this is interesting. I feel like my partner... Okay, sikuwa nimeisoma. This is interesting, ilikuwa comment ya kitu ingine. If you need to edit that part, unaweza itoa kama haita make sense. Acha nirudie tena. On to the second last question is Dr. Love. I feel like my partner is cheating. How do I address the issue? If you feel like your partner is cheating, then there are trust issues, in your relationship. And you could actually be right. You could actually be right. Though inaweza enda two ways. If you ask, itakuwa trust itapotea, juu ataona humtrust. But usiwahi kosa ku acknowledge feelings zako. So just find a nice way to say it and ask straight up. Hivyo ndio mi ningefanya. Mi ningeuliza tu. Ningekuwa like, me I feel like, start your statement with, I feel like, na kama kuna evidence. Ama evidence yenye maybe si evidence, unaweza make hizo references. And saa zingine tu relationship is about trust. So you just have to believe what he or she says. You just have to believe what he or she says. And the truth will always come out. So hata akikudanganya, itatokea tu. But make sure you ask. On to the last question. This has been tough. Relationships on my hands. I hope you make the right choice. On to the last question as Dr. Love. I want to start dating, but I'm scared of the tribal stereotypes. How do I ensure I kill the fear in me? Okay. First of all, relationship ni ya watu wawili, si ya mbogi. So it's about you and the other person. So that should be the first thing. It should not be about ametoka wapi or I think you have to unlearn, because if I'm not wrong, this is information you've had either your parents or your relatives or the people you hang around with. This is a conclusion you've come up with after being with them. So you have to unlearn that. And you have to be your own self. You have to make your own conscious decision and know, okay, if this is what I'm doing, naifanya na roho moja kama mimi. Yeah. I hope that makes sense for you. Ningeendelea but sifini kama like, ama niendelee tu. Wewe uko sawa. Hii advice imekutosha wewe. Anyway, please don't blame me for failed relationships. Relationships fail. And it's okay. Usiogope manze, hata ikifail. Songa mbele manze. Life is, it's not the end of life, It's not the end of life. Look for another person who will love you the way you want to be loved. Maisha inaendelea.